So in today's lab we are going to start with buffer, transmission gate and all gates. So this is the code for buffer. Alright, and this is the test bench, and this is the constraints file. So over here you can notice that I have another pin over here, enable pin. So basically, and then we have a conditional statement too. So basically we are going to implement a tri-state buffer over here. Okay, so basically we're going to implement a tri-state buffer. So that is what we are going to do. What is a tri-state buffer? Having three states. One is when output is equals to 1, output is equals to 0, and the third one is high impedance. So that is what has been stated over here. And this is the constraints file. So for each, and enable in line is as well control input. So here we have directly written as input, and for all we have set the upper limit for delay. Okay. Now after we have written the code in the test bench, next step is to simulate it. So from simulation folder, right click, open in terminal. We'll give the command irun. Okay. Now we'll single click on this name and click on this option. We'll get the output. Blank screen, no need to panic, just click on the play button. Alright, so over here I clicked and I got the marker over here, and if you can see, when enable is 0, my output becomes high impedance. Doesn't matter what is my input. Enable is high, whatever is input, that is going to be my output over here. Okay, enable is 0, doesn't matter, output will become high impedance. So that is the logic of a tri-state buffer, and because of this functional simulation we could prove that yes, it's working like a tri-state buffer. So we'll close this. Functional simulation is over. Alright, we have already written the constraints file. So directly we'll go get inside the work folder. Okay, right click, open in terminal. We'll give the command genus space hyphen legacy underscore UI. Now the first command over here is the setting of library. Okay, so we will type set underscore attr space library underscore search underscore path space double dots slash library. Alright, the meaning of these commands I've already done in the last lab session, so I'll not repeat it. Next is setting the HDL path. Alright, next is selecting the library file. library slow underscore wait a minute guys. Alright, now we will tell the compiler to read the code, so that is read underscore hdl space file name was buff.v. Then we will give the command to elaborate it. Next we'll give the command to report timing. So that's the timing, and we can see the highest value being 18, so we have got 18 picoseconds as our delay. Next we'll give the command for area. We got a total area of 6 micrometers square. And then next is power. So we've got a 129.552 nanowatts as our power dissipation. Now it's time to read the .g file. So read underscore stc space buff.g. Alright, now we will give the synthesize command, so that is synthesize space to mapped space hyphen effort space medium. Alright, now again we will type the command for timing and we'll see what's the change. So we can see directly over here that the highest value is 1000. Okay, we have got another value as 188 as well. So highest value being 1000, so the delay of the whole circuit after adding the constants file is 1000. Okay, next for area, we can see there is no change. Fine, let us check with report of power. So we have got 78.952 nanowatts. Earlier on it was 129.552 nanowatts. So there has been a considerable drop in our power dissipation. So over here we saw that area didn't change, but power changed due to change in timing. And in the earlier case of an inverter, we saw that if I am changing in I'm setting the upper limit to delay, my area was also reduced and my power also got reduced. So it depends on from circuit to circuit how things are changing. Okay, and if you see this power report, you can see there are two constituents, that is leakage power and dynamic power, both of which you know what they are. So leakage power is the static power consumption, it's a constant. What can be changed is the dynamic power. Dynamic power has a formula, right? I hope you guys remember that. So that's how we coded for buffer. So next we'll look inside the transmission gate and all gates.